And do you really believe, as you've said in the past, that semi-automatic rifles and shotguns have no, well, really what we've just been saying, have no legitimate role in civilian hands?
Yes, I do. Semi-automatic weapons are designed to kill large numbers of people. They were designed for military use. Many people have bought them for other purposes, for example, for hunting, because they've been available. But there's no justification for semi-automatic weapons to be owned by members of the civilian population. When we were campaigning for the reform of the gun laws in Australia, one of the interesting groups that came out to support the new gun laws was a group called the Professional Hunters Association. They're the group they're the original Crocodile Dundee, you know, the macho big guys who control feral animals in the national parks, all of them. And they said they supported the new gun laws because anyone who needed a semi-automatic to kill an animal was a city boy who shouldn't be out there with a gun in the first place. Yes, we believe that semi-automatic rifles and shotguns have no legitimate role in civilian hands. And not only that, handguns have no legitimate role in civilian hands.
Well, we were almost there on a point of agreement, I thought, until that last piece. So what do you say?
I was just going to say, we're finally starting to get to the point. I mean, the fact is, Ms. Peters and IANSA and her UN crowd believe every firearm has no legitimate use, not just semi-autos, but pump actions, shotguns, any rifle that can shoot over 100 yards. Hunters know that's every hunting rifle out there. Handguns, she doesn't believe handguns have any legitimate use. The truth is, there's no such thing as a legitimate role for a firearm. Isn't that your real opinion, Ms. Peters?
No, we recognize that hunting, for example, plays an important role in many cultures. You do not need a semi-automatic firearm. You do not need a handgun to kill a deer, to go hunting. We recognize that target shooting is also a sport in many countries. One of the concerns that was raised with the reform of the gun laws in Australia was that this would affect our Olympic performance. Actually, in that same year, Australia did very well in the shooting at the Olympics. And this year, I guess Britain didn't do that well in the shooting events at the Olympics, but they did have their most successful Olympics yet. You can be a sporting nation without semi-automatic rifles or handguns.